Hey there, YouTube. So, came back to work today. So right now I'm in Stillwell, Oklahoma. I'm at a cold storage picking a load up that goes to Lexington, North or South Carolina. One of the Carolinas, Lexington, I think that's North Carolina. But anyway, it came up here. There's like a driver lounge, and he was using the bathroom. And while I was in the bathroom, I heard that I heard this, I don't know, sounded like rain on the roof. And I thought, well, that can't be rain because it's been, well, I guess it could be, but it was cloudy, really overcast, and so I came out here, and you can see that it, behind me there, that it actually did rain. It's about 57 degrees here. And so it did, it is raining. So I don't know how long the rain's going to last. I'll look at the radar here in just a minute. So anyway, once I pick the load up here, then what I'm planning on doing is, since today's Friday, I'm going to go back home, because Stillwell is not that far from where I live over there in northwest Arkansas. Stillwell is pretty close. So I'm planning on going back home, and then the load that I have delivers at 2 a.m. or 2:15 a.m. Tuesday morning. So you can think of that as being late Monday night. So what I'm planning probably on doing is, since it's 1,000 miles or less, I'll probably leave sometime on Sunday, and then like Sunday morning, and then I've got Sunday and then Monday to drive to where the load delivers to, and then I'll deliver the load there. And but that, I have a little extra time on this, so I might as well just go right back home and take the extra time there. Well, it's now Saturday, so I was able to pick the load up fairly quick there at Stillwell, Oklahoma. And so I came back on home and, spent the night. And so today it's, right now it's Saturday, kind of early in the evening, still daylight. And I'm going to leave here Sunday, or Sunday's tomorrow morning, leave here. I've got about 956 miles to go, so I'll be driving all day tomorrow, and then part of the day on Monday. And then the load delivers at 2:15 a.m. Tuesday morning. You can think of that as either early in the morning on Tuesday or late in the evening on Monday. So in any case, that should work okay. So in the meantime, haven't really been doing much. I thought I was going to do more videos, and I just really didn't do it. And I haven't done it. I'm way behind on audio podcasting. It's probably been a week, or maybe even it's been at least a week since the last podcast. And I hate to let it go like that. On the other hand, I need a break. Sometimes it's good to just get completely away from those things, and so that's what I've kind of done. I just sort of do what I feel like, and so kind of get a break from it. But I'll resume the audio podcast, and of course it's kind of at a reduced rate anyway. It has been for some time. And the video, I'll once I'm back to work, I have every intention of recording a video every day. That actually works pretty easily, and I enjoy doing it. It's just when I'm at home, I really don't have there's not much going on, and I'm not going to sort of, just the watching television and doing this and doing that is not, I don't think that's really video worthy. Oh, I watched television today. I'm vegged out on Netflix. By the way, I did, speaking of vegging out, I did end up watching, I think I talked about it in one of the videos. There's this TV show, an ABC TV show here in the U.S. It's called Once Upon a Time. And that is actually an interesting show. It's complete fantasy, but it's got lots and lots of good versus evil type stuff. And a lot of it, a ton of it revolves around parenting, bad parenting, and most of the characters, the main characters in there, come to find out they're all sort of related to each other. And so you really have the dysfunctional family theme going on. And how they all kind of screw each other and mess up the parent-child relationship. So it's actually that part of it is actually, they're really doing a fairly, not a perfect job, but a decent job of kind of sort of illustrating, kind of what goes wrong with in dysfunctional families. And so it's that part of it's pretty interesting. And so that's what I find interesting about it. And the other part, all the adventure part and all that, and the special effects aren't really all that, they're okay by today's standards, but that's not the reason to watch it. The reason that I'm watching it is because the acting is pretty good, and the principles that they're sort of illustrating, and the relationships, the kind of the dysfunctional relationships between the characters is interesting, and they're all kind of trying to become more functional, and in many cases not having very good luck. So, but I watched all 44 episodes. There's 2 seasons worth on Netflix, and there's a current season that's currently in progress, and there's already a bunch of episodes for the season 3 that have aired already, and they're not available on Netflix. And so what I ended up doing was looking on Hulu. I haven't watched Hulu in a long time. Especially since Hulu Plus, the Hulu Plus came out. And I've never thought, well, really, there's nothing on there that I wanted to watch, or I would watch it. And so now there is. And so they have, the current season is all available on Hulu Plus, all the episodes that have already aired. And so I went ahead and got the trial subscription to Hulu Plus. They have a 1-week trial, and I'm sure I'm going to end up probably keeping it. And then come to find out, there's a bunch of BBC stuff on there. There's I don't know what all, most of the networks are on there. A lot of them are. The broadcast networks are anyway. And then plus there's lots of back catalog stuff, which is also interesting. There's shows I've never heard of, because I just don't watch television. So there's a lot of stuff on there. Really, really interesting stuff. I like the interface. At least on the Roku box, you can set it up and you start playing. I started playing the episodes, and they'll just keep playing back to back to back. Now, they do have some ads in there. They don't really kill you with ads. It's not like watching network television, broadcast television. There are ads in there, and one of the nice things about it is that they give you a little indicator in the upper left corner of the screen, how many ads you have. And so typically you got a minute or two, and that's actually good, because one of the downsides of watching something like Netflix, where there are no ads at all, or Amazon streaming, is that periodically, if you got to go to the bathroom, you just have to, pause it and get up and go to the bathroom, or if you need to do something. Whereas if you've got ads, then that gives you kind of a natural break. So you can get up and, you need to get up and go to the bathroom or go get a drink or whatever, you got a little time to do it. At least, I haven't timed it, but at least a minute. They give you a minute or so. Maybe a minute and a half, in extreme cases. So, started, I'm watching, catching up on all of the current season episodes of Once Upon a Time. And then there's also another show that I haven't watched at all called, what is it? Once Upon a Time. It's like a spinoff. Once Upon a Time and something, and I don't know what it was. But in any case, it's a spinoff. And I think it's done from what I read about it online, it's done in a very similar style where they're showing you the current stuff and then flashback stuff, and so it's like putting the puzzle pieces together, and that's kind of an interesting style of storytelling. So, kind of been doing that, and just relaxing, getting away from because I think it's important for me, or for anybody to be able to get away from their job and just. What I like to do, I'm gone 3.5 weeks at a time. And then when I do come home, I like to be able to just completely get away from it, forget about it, don't think about it, and get away, just for a few days, complete change of routine. And I think that's always good. And then once the time's over and I go back to work, then then I'm able to kind of enjoy working again. But too much of any one thing, people have this idea, they think, whoa, wouldn't it be great to be retired and I'd never have to work again, and all I'd have to do is just sit around and watch television. Well, that would drive me insane. But I can do it, I enjoy doing it maybe for a few days, kind of mixing it in with hanging out with friends and relatives, maybe mixing in, but if I had to do it all the time, I would go insane. Work is really important, but on the other hand, just work and do nothing else that's bad too, because after about, in the truck, after about 3.5 weeks, then, much beyond that, I start running the risk I'm going to get burned out with it. And so by keeping the mix right, I don't have a problem. But so anyway, back to work or off to Lexington. There's a lot of Lexingtons. Lexington, North Carolina tomorrow. So from home, I will catch you later.